Identify the incorrect PNF pattern for the upper limb. A. Shoulder, extension, adduction, internal rotation, forearm, pronation, wrist, ulnar deviation, finger, flexion. B. Shoulder, extension, abduction, internal rotation, forearm, pronation, wrist, ulnar deviation, finger, flexion. C. Shoulder, flexion, adduction, external rotation, forearm, supination, wrist, radial deviation, finger, flexion. D. Shoulder, flexion, adduction, internal rotation, forearm, supination, wrist, radial deviation, finger, flexion. And the answer is C. Shoulder, flexion, adduction, external rotation, forearm, supination, wrist, radial deviation, finger, flexion. Explanation for this question is, the PNF patterns for the upper limb aim to activate specific muscle groups by combining movements and positions. A common correct pattern is C. Shoulder, flexion, adduction, external rotation, forearm, supination, wrist, radial deviation, finger, flexion. This matches AD1 PNF pattern of shoulder flexion, adduction, external rotation. The incorrect pattern is D. Shoulder, flexion, adduction, internal rotation, forearm, supination, wrist, radial deviation, finger, flexion. The key difference here is that option D pairs internal rotation of the shoulder with shoulder flexion and adduction. This does not match any common PNF pattern. Option C correctly pairs the shoulder movements of flexion, adduction, external rotation, which activates the desired muscle groups.